can't remember exactly how it went that side, because a lot of that is the docks area now, which has now been redeveloped. So that area was probably not an area that, you know, was probably looked into. There's not a lot there really. Had a lot of sort of, there was sort of houses up there, but they were kind of like, I always remember them to be quite derelict, and then they were knocked down. So yeah, not there. So just take that out of the equation. So these flats in front here, they wouldn't have been here either. Now this is where I thought the Green Lantern, is it? The one that Fred owned with basically his father-in-law. I thought it was this one, but it isn't. It's over the road. I'll show you in a second. So again, Gloucester Quays Travel Lodge, that wouldn't have been there. So you've got to just imagine these two buildings here would not have been here. Baker Street, obviously, very famous pub, so that would have been here. And I believe there was a lot of pubs along here as well. Like I say, this building wasn't here, this building wasn't here. All this was. Now this is interesting. Now I'm going to cross over for this one if I can. Again, Imperial Inn, famous pub back in the day. It hasn't been a pub for years. That's still a pub now. Very famous. E17 played there last year, but obviously without buying RV. Was it last year or was it the year before? Anyway, when we weren't in the pandemic. Right, Blossoms, I think that was another pub. That's Chinese now. Right, now this building, this is what I want to show you. Okay, this is where the cafe that Fred owned with his father-in-law, this is where this stood here. All right, this is this building. I thought it was this one over here at the back, but no, it's definitely this one here. So this would not have been here. All right, I will take another look at that building on a separate video. Okay, I don't want to interrupt this walk, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, Elim House, Ealing House. So that would have stood here, people. It would have stood here on this site. So that's interesting. And again, being a child of the 70s, none of this was here. This was all new build. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, as you come to these houses here, all of this would have been pretty much the same as what it was. I mean, I always remember these buildings as a child driving through in the mum or dad's car, because of these things up here, they had them all the way up, whatever they are. Just always used to be intrigued as a child. So yeah, a few changes, but for all intents and purposes, the routes would have been the same distance, yeah? Because although other things have sort of cropped up in the places, the retail park's gone on there to the left there, you know, the actual distance that she'd have walked to that bus stop would have been the same. So now, are you marking the time scale of where we've just left, where the cafe was back there, or the cafe that was knocked down? This is how close it is now, and this is what I want you to get. So you got the bus stop, you got Fred's Old Cafe that he owned with his father-in-law, yeah, and now we're going up towards the Clean Plate Cafe, which would have been the pop-in restaurant back in 1968. And again, for all intents and purposes, I would say most of this part here is pretty original until you get up to the top, which again I'll talk you through. But again, the route for Mary would have been straight. It would have been a straight route, as you say. It's an old Roban road. It goes straight. So I walk quite fast, but I don't walk slow either. So again, she'd have probably walked about the same sort of pace, I would say. But would she have stopped along the way and gone into the other cafe? And do you know what I'm saying? It's interesting. Like I say, anyone's got any more information, and by all means, like I say, I don't ever pretend to be an expert. I'm always learning on this, so I'm always willing, and my ears are always open, and yeah, always willing to take in new information from people, or information I might not know about. So by all means, get involved, stick it in the comments. I do read all the comments. Sometimes I don't have a chance to go through them all, but obviously you know, I will make an effort to probably go through and do a little bit more on the comment section. To be fair, I've just been doing so much filming with this case. It's been a case of I'm not being able to put the camera down for a second, because I'm either uploading the videos for you guys, or I'm out and about trying to get some sort of news. So I will get back when things slow down. I will get back and start answering some comments. But yeah, please don't stop. I do read all of them, and I do appreciate all your comments. Okay, so we're nearly there now. As you can see, this car park wouldn't have been here, but the docks is just there. So the docks obviously ain't moved. Can't remember what this car park was. Again, these buildings wouldn't have been here. To the right and to the left, they wouldn't have been here. But as you get into this part of the road here, because this road would have gone through the town, so as it's bearing round to the left now, all traffic went through the town, so it wouldn't have gone the way these cars are now headed. It would have gone straight through past the tent, which we're just coming up to now. Yeah, and I think that's something that people don't really visualise, because they're seeing it as a pedestrianised area, and obviously it wouldn't have been back in the day. The main traffic route would have come straight through here and into town. And there we go, people, we are there. We are at location. So I don't know how long that's taken on the camera. Hopefully that's gone on to one video, but if not, it might be in two. But there you go. So for all you guys out there who are interested, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll turn the camera off now, because I'm obviously going to start a new video and have a look what's going on. All right, people, peace and love you. Cheers.